Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another cast challenge in The Sims 4. So I have decided to make a Scooby-Doo team in The Sims 4. So we start off with Fred. He was surprisingly easy to make. I know he doesn't look perfect, but he looks more like, do you know the live action film version of Scooby-Doo? He looks more like that guy, I think, by the end of it, but it was the best I could do. I didn't know what else to do with him. So the hairstyle was very hard to do because none of them looked quite right. He had like a weird little bit at the front, it looked like a quiff, but all the quiffs in the game just looked wrong on him. So there was that. I decided to make him quite chiseled because that's how he looks, kind of. I don't know. The issue was his outfit because I want him to give him this shirt that's like the one from Cats and Dogs with the little tie, because I had the little orange tie around his neck and it was perfect. But as you'll see in a minute, once I put the pants on, because he's got like blue pants, it just looked really, really strange. Like, it didn't look right at all. So I ended up changing his top to just like a white sweater with a blue collar, because I thought that just looks a lot better. So yeah, and I also gave him black shoes because it's the only thing I could really think of that like fitted him. And I think he had black shoes as well, but don't quote me on that. I don't want loads of people shouting at me in the comments. So I gave him that, and I also gave him the Friend of the World aspiration because like they solve crimes and stuff, they try and save the world. I gave him active, ambitious and creative traits. Active because I think he's part of the football team, isn't he, or something? I don't know. Then ambitious because he tries hard to solve crimes. And then creative because he comes up with creative methods. He's normally the one that's saying, like, let's split up, kind of thing. Anyway, next was Daphne. Again, couldn't get her hair right. It's so weird translating hair into the game. It's the one that I really struggle with. But I think it looked pretty like her. Also, when I was looking them up, I had no idea they had, like, last names. Like, was that just me? I didn't know they all had last names. I mustn't have, like, watched it enough to realise, but, yeah. So that was quite interesting. Her outfit, I spent ages trying to find her, like, a purple dress to, like, match her outfit. But none of them looked quite right. So what I did in the end, there was a top from Cats and Dogs, which had, like, a green necktie around the neck, like her outfit does, like a green scarf. So I decided to put that on her instead, even though it's dark blue. But what I did was I matched a skirt with it as well, so it didn't look as bad. And it looked like a dress, kind of. So I just kind of went with that, because as you can see it does look alright, it doesn't look too bad. But I still gave her purple shoes because that's what she's got, and I'm not changing the character that much. Something else I discovered though when I was looking at her online, she has pink tights on, but when I put them on her, they just look so weird. They look so strange on her, so I just ended up taking them off. She also has pink lipstick on, so I put that on. The slider tool is amazing because otherwise that would have not looked good. But anyway, so I gave her the trait soulmate. No, the aspiration soulmate, because I didn't really know what else to give her. Like, it was kind of one of them where it was like, I don't just want to put Friend of the World again. And also, I think she ends up dating Fred, doesn't she, or something? I don't know. Then I also gave her romantic, clumsy and ambitious. Romantic because she's dating Fred. Clumsy because she always seems the one that's getting in trouble. And ambitious because, again, she's part of a crime-solving team. So next up was Velma. I was very proud of my Velma. If anyone comes to me in the comments about that, I will cry. So I was very happy with how she turned out. She looks exactly like how I would imagine she'd look in real life. She looked good by the end of it. Glasses-wise, all the glasses I kept putting on just looked too chic in a way. Except for that last pair, which looked nerdy and looked like her. But the outfit, oh my god, it was perfect. It was slightly on the yellow side, but I think it still worked. So yeah, it took me a while though to find something to give her, because I was scrolling through for ages. I tried orange, I tried brown, I tried yellow, then eventually I got this top from Tiny Living, and it just looks so good on her. It looks perfect. And then I also gave her like a red skirt, because that's what it looked like she had. I don't think it was orange anyway, but I like the little pleats, I think they're cute. Then I gave her the orange socks. But I was kind of conflicted because the top were yellow, whether I should give her yellow socks. So I spent about 10 minutes trying to decide if I should give her orange or yellow. But in the end I went with the orange because it looked better as a whole. And then I gave her red shoes because that's what it looked like she had. So she came out looking really, really good though. And aspiration wise, I gave her the nerd brain aspiration because I think she would want to know everything about everything. I think she's that kind of gal. And then traits wise, I gave her genius, geek and bookworm for, obvious reasons. Next we moved on to Shaggy. Shaggy was so difficult to do. I mean, for starters, we got this man as a starter. I mean, he's so different to Shaggy. He's like the opposite. So yeah, I had to build up around that. But for me it was the hair. The hair was impossible to do. There was no correct hairstyle. I kept going back to it because I just didn't know what to do. It didn't go well. And I don't know if you've ever looked at the character design of Shaggy, but it's such a weird design. Like, he's got like a square head and then like a square body. And it's like, how am I meant to translate that? Like, I had to just make him really, really skinny and just try and align everything. But he's got a very long face. And I didn't like it when I put the moustache on him because I don't know. It was the one from Parenthood and he looks a bit creepy. I think it's the right option there. So I tried everything. Just let the record show I tried. Outfit wise was perfect though. I am going to pat myself on the back for that. It looked good. It looks exactly like the outfit he wore in the show, I think, anyway. And if anyone's going to argue on that with me on that, I don't care. So yeah, it looked good though. I'm very proud of it. And then I gave him black shoes because again, that's how it looked. I've never really thought about it, but they've got really weird like outfit choices as well as character designs. Like, I don't know if that's just me, but especially Shaggy's, like the green top and then the red pants, it's like questionable. But I ended up giving him the new hair from Dream Home Decorator pack in the end because, I don't know, I just thought it looked the closest to his hair. And yeah. I gave him the MasterChef aspiration. I don't quite know why. I think it's just because he likes food and none of the others really fit. This would have been the perfect time to have like the paranoid trait though, but I don't have the paranormal pack. So I gave him glutton. No, I didn't. I gave him goofball, childish and foodie because I think that fits him very well. Then we moved on to Scooby, and I couldn't get the pattern right. I just couldn't get the pattern. Like, I had to scroll through every single one, and all of them were like on his face and stuff. They were just on his back. So in the end, I just kind of went with one on his face and just kind of winged it a bit. I think the pattern's quite similar though. It's as close as I could get it anyway. And yeah, he's a very cute dog though. It's absolutely adorable when done. I never knew you could get outfits for the dogs. I thought that only came with my first pet stuff, which I don't have. But I don't know, apparently you can. So I gave him glutton, vocal and sleuth for his traits because I felt like that worked. Because glutton obviously eats a lot. Vocal because he talks, like he talks real human words. And sleuth because obviously he's a detective. But anyway, we are now coming to the end of our video. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching. and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks, bye.